Hey guys, so before I showcase my PS3 collection, I want to start by saying that I do not have any Call of Duty games or sports games because I'm not a fan of each genre, so don't hate on me for that. I also have a lot of greatest hits games, and that's mostly because I rather sacrifice case quality for price. I also have a ton of PS3 games, so I'm not going to speak extensively on each one of them, just to save up time. So the first game I have is 3D Game Heroes. So when I heard this game was a tribute to the classic Zelda gameplay and the art style looked kind of like Minecraft, I decided to pick it up, and I'm not disappointed by it. It was pretty cheap, and I'm glad I have it in my collection. The next game I have is Batman Arkham Asylum. Probably one of the best comic book games out right now. This game and its sequel, Arkham City, are like the definitive games to play if you want some Batman love. Do not have the third game because I'd rather wait until it drops down in price. So the next game I'm about to show you is a collection of games. If I bought each of these games separately, it would amount to about $40, but I bought it for $20, which is a great price. And that game is Best of PlayStation Network Volume 1. Comes with Vikings Attack, Sound Shapes, Tokyo Jungle, and Fat Princess. And I have not delved into this that much because I've been playing other games, but I can't wait to give each of these games a try. BioShock, what else is there to say other than it's a pretty awesome atmospheric game. I haven't really completed it yet because, like I said, I'm playing other games at the moment, but I can't wait to go back into the environment of Rapture. And then, even though I said I'm not a big FPS fan, I do like FPS games that have a unique formula to them and make some RPG elements, so you probably know what's coming. And that is Borderlands 1, and with that I also have Borderlands 2. A great series, a great FPS RPG mixture of games, and if you do not have these games, I definitely recommend it because it's not a typical FPS shooter. It's so many unique factors to it, and the story writing is awesome as well. I have a zombie apocalypse game like most other gamers do, and this is probably the cheesiest or quirkiest zombie apocalypse game, and that is Dead Rising 2 Off the Record. I do not have the first entry into the series, but I heard great things about this, and I heard that you didn't really have to play the first one to enjoy this one, so when I picked this one up and had a blast with it, I was surprised, and I really wanted to check out the other entries. The next game I have is probably the hardest game in my PS3 collection, and that is none other than Demon's Souls. I have not passed like the second level because I don't know the right technique to completing it, so until I find that, or until I have the time to look up some techniques to play this, I'll leave it in my collection until I complete the other games. But I'm glad I still have it because I heard it's really hard to find nowadays. I also picked up this next game for $6, but I have not played it, and that is Dragon Age Origins. I heard great things about it, can't wait to try it out. Now the next games I'm about to show you is probably a staple of every PS3 collector, and that is the God of War Trilogy. God of War 1, 2, and 3. I don't have the PSP entries, and I might pick up the prologue, which is the Ascension. But these are great hack and slash action games, and I didn't really like the third game's ending, but I do like its really action oriented gameplay more than the first two. But these three games are still great hack and slash games. Now I don't have these two games on the PS2, but I've always seen them back in the day on sale, and I should have picked it up but I haven't, but now I can because they're now remastered into Ico and Shadow of the Colossus collection. And I have not checked these out yet, but I can't wait to play into it. I've heard great things. I know my friend had it, so that's why I'm pretty interested in it. The next two games are also a staple of every PS3 collector's collection, and that is the infamous Duo. What's more to say about this awesome superhero game? This third game, I don't know, it looks pretty okay. I don't know why people are so hyped up about it, maybe just because it has the infamous name to it, but it looks the same as any other game. I haven't really checked into the diversity of the third game, Second Son, but we'll see what happens when the game gets released. I'll check out more gameplay and stuff, but that's when I'll get a PS4 when its price is dropped. The next game I have is a pretty awesome platformer, and that's Little Big Planet Game of the Year Edition. This came with my PS3 along with this game, which I feel like it's in the same genre of people who made it, and that's like the whole puppet kind of thing going on with Mod Nation and Little Big Planet. These are pretty good games. Haven't really gotten into Mod Nation Racers that much. I think there's a lot of hackers as well online. And then this game I had so much fun with this game when it had its time. I should pick up the second one when I have the chance, but right now I've been looking at other games to purchase. And then from there, probably one of my favorite games ever is Mass Effect 2. Awesome story, awesome RPG elements, very fun, very epic ending finale, and I love how everything's so character driven, so when a character dies it's really impactful to the player. And then this game is probably in my top 5 best video games of all time, and that is Portal 2. This PS3 copy also comes with the PC version, so I have 2 copies of this game, and it's an awesome puzzle story driven Valve game. It's terrific. And these next 2 games, I played the prequels on the PS2, and these games are no exception to the greatness, and it is Ratchet Clank, Tools of Destruction, and A Crack in Time. Pixar level graphics and great gameplay. I haven't really gotten into Crack in Time that much. I did beat Tools of Destruction, and I can't wait to resume this game when I get the chance. I heard it's pretty diverse and kind of better than a lot of the other games. And then I got the Game of the Year edition for Red Dead Redemption on the PS3. A great Grand Theft Auto-esque cowboy shooter, third-person shooter game. A bit tad overrated in my opinion because I feel like it's not the best game of this generation at all, but I've had a blast with it, and I like John Marston's story. And so from there, I also have the prequels to this game on the PS2. Had a blast with them. Have not played this game yet, but I can't wait to, and that is the Sly Cooper Thieves in Time. I'm a bit wary that it's by a different developer, but I have faith that I think this game is pretty good, and I've heard from other people that it's pretty good, so can't wait to try that out. I also have this game on the PS2, the prequel to this as well, and that is Soulcalibur IV. I would much prefer Soulcalibur III over this game, but it's a pretty cool entry into the series, and the Star Wars inclusions are pretty awesome as well. Speaking of Star Wars, I have Star Wars, Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga. I'm not a big Lego fan, so that's why I didn't really get into this game that much, but I understand why it's pretty good for other people who enjoy these types of games. Next is Tekken 6. Once again, I've had the PS2 versions of this game as well. I like Tekken 5 more than Tekken 6, but it's still not a bad entry into the series, and I've had a great fun time with this. Azazel is pretty OP, but other than that, it's a great entry into the series. Now this game I just got because it was like $10 on Amazon, and I've heard great things about it, but I didn't want to spend full price on it, and that is Tomb Raider. It's still sealed. Can't wait to play it. I heard it's very Uncharted-esque as well, and I like the Uncharted series. And speaking of Uncharted, I have Uncharted 2 and Uncharted 3. I don't have Uncharted 1 because I played the whole game at my friend's house. I didn't feel like purchasing it for myself, but Uncharted 2 is one of the best PS3 games ever. Uncharted 3 is, I kind of regret buying it at the price I did, because like maybe 2 months after I got it, it went down to like $20, which was very disappointing to me. Uncharted 3 I got for $60, but the Game of the Year edition for Uncharted 2 is a great steal. It was like $20. It's probably one of the best PS3 games ever. Uncharted 3 is not bad. I think it's overrated as well. I don't think it deserved Game of the Year for 2011, but it's still a great game. I don't have Last of Us like many other people do, and I can't wait to try that when I do get it, when the price goes down as well, because I don't really buy games at $60, maybe not even $30. But other than that, I usually buy games at $20 price range. So that is my PS3 collection. Thank you for watching, and please check out my other collection videos. Subscribe if you want. Have a nice day. Goodbye.